Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crazy Pro-Wrasslin. Welcome back to another episode of Superstars vs. Celebrities. This is part 3 of the Superstars vs. Celebrities pay-per-view, solely named SVC In Your House, because the celebrities are in a Superstars house tonight and they're looking to take over. They're looking to become victorious. We have a great show for part 3, the final part of this pay-per-view. First up is none other than a championship match, not any kind of match, a Falls Count Anywhere hardcore match for the SVC Hardcore Championship. First up is none other than the challenger, Captain Jack Sparrow, looking to bring some gold back to his ship, looking to bring some gold and legitimacy to being captain. And here comes the champion, the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. Certainly not going to be dropping that championship without a fight. Going to give Jack Sparrow his absolute all and make sure that if Jack Sparrow walks away with the championship, that he has earned that championship. But it's going to be a tough task. I can only imagine what Dean Ambrose is going to pull out of the hat tonight. And there it is, the SVC Hardcore Championship. It may not necessarily look much, but it is just as prestigious. Still prestigious nonetheless, and anybody who fights for the championship wants it. Look at Jack Sparrow looking calm and collected. Dean Ambrose looking ready to fight. Bell rings. Surprised they didn't just charge each other, but straight away with the strikes did Jack Sparrow go, but Ambrose having none of it, looking ready for a big maneuver, and wow, straight to the head of Sparrow, but that didn't seem to faze him. Although maybe Sparrow had a little bit of a run before the matchup, that would explain him not really feeling much, which actually is a huge advantage. Some would say that should be illegal. However, once again, this is a hardcore match. Anything goes. Anything you can put your mind to, anything you can actually think of is absolutely legal in this one. And there Jack Sparrow in with the Bulldog onto Ambrose, going for the kick, trying to kick him while he's down, targeting the arm, making sure that Ambrose cannot lock in on the dirty deeds. Now in with a tight headlock. Maybe trying to think of either just to wear Ambrose down, or maybe just to try to make him fall asleep. A smart strategy. So far, looks like Sparrow has had a strategy in his matchup, but Ambrose in with the suplex. You wouldn't think that Sparrow would have a strategy. You know, he seems to be one that doesn't really make plans. He just kind of goes for it. Does things off the cuff. Ambrose smashing Sparrow's head off of the turnbuckle after those 10 counts. Now Ambrose could have the advantage over Sparrow, in with the cover, but no, only a 1 count. Sparrow not letting Ambrose get the better of him in that occasion. But look at the roll through from Sparrow. Dropped toe hold, got the better of Ambrose there, locked Ambrose in with the neck breaker, and now Ambrose could very well be in trouble as Sparrow goes in for the cover, but only a 1 count as well. There will be so much more, have to do so much more than that to get either of these guys down for the 3 count. Now Ambrose in precarious position on that apron. Now Sparrow looking in. Look at the strength of Sparrow, being able to just suplex Ambrose off of that apron into the ring. Now Sparrow has to hit a big maneuver if he wants to get rid of Ambrose. Now against the apron, against the ropes, Oh, and striking, but look at that. Look at that. Ambrose-like. Did Sparrow go in with the rebound clothesline? Now kick to the gut. Oh, it's got the captain's hook in. Got the anchor in. Apologies, folks. That's what that maneuver's called, the anchor. But Ambrose, just like that, managed to escape it. Oh, and what a head driver to Sparrow. Sparrow just got straight up to his feet, although I think he may have been a bit groggy at the same time. Ambrose taking Sparrow down, running off the ropes, clothesline, and Bulldog combo. This could very well be the beginning of the end, but going straight into the cover. Referee was slow to the count there. That could have cost him, but still only a 1 count nonetheless. Kick to the back. What is on Ambrose's mind now? What is up next for Ambrose? Kick to the gut. Oh, and knee strike to the head of Sparrow. Sparrow has to be dazed right now. If he didn't have a few drinks before it, then he's certainly groggy now. Owen rolled through once again. Oh, and Sparrow once again baited in Ambrose the same way he did last time. But I think that may have just angered Ambrose if it did anything else. Now Ambrose got Sparrow on the top. No, Tree of Woe. Tree of Woe and kick to the gut, making Sparrow fall down. Ambrose going to the top rope. You can only imagine what's going through his mind right now. Body splash. Huge body splash in with the pin combo on Sparrow. Oh, a near fall right there. Just that much closer. One count away from winning this matchup. Now picking Sparrow up with maybe for a powerbomb or maybe a pile driver, because that's the type of maneuver Ambrose would have done, but powerbomb instead. Now pointing to Sparrow, telling him this may be over. Oh, nobody ducked out of it. He ducked out of that knee drive. But no, and Sparrow couldn't capitalize. He was too slow to capitalize. Ambrose took advantage of it, took him down, and now smashing the back of Sparrow's head into the mat. That'll knock a few more senses out of Sparrow's head, that's for sure. Neck crank, taking him down and smashing his head once again. You have to think that Ambrose may be angered now, has to be frustrated with how much that Sparrow has actually stayed in this. Oh, and hanging Sparrow off of the top rope. Seems like every time Jack Sparrow tries to get in some momentum, Ambrose just counters it and keeps the attack. Maybe Ambrose is now trying to actually properly think of what to do next. Maybe going to wait for Sparrow to get to his feet. Ambrose just taking his time. Maybe realizing he has the match in hand. Headbutted Sparrow into the corner and now smashing his head off the turnbuckle once again. Saw this earlier. There's no way of countering that for Sparrow. Now Ambrose making his way to the corner. Going to try this maneuver again. Going to go for the knee strike once again. This time he hits it and busts open Jack Sparrow. That cannot be good for Sparrow, that's for sure. Got the arms locked in. Dirty Deeds connects. Dirty Deeds connects on Jack Sparrow. In with the cover goes Ambrose. Is this it? Is this the end of Jack Sparrow? And it is. I know a lot of people are probably a bit disappointed with that because of the fact that this match didn't go anywhere to the outside. Didn't actually make its way to the outside of the ring, except for when Ambrose was in the apron, but that's about it. So a lot of people will be a bit disappointed that there was no weaponry used, that didn't go to the outside and all that things. However, it was still a fairly good match nonetheless. Ambrose had a lot of the control, and where there was a lot of maneuvers that happened in this matchup. I thought it was pretty good, pretty exciting. You could never tell which way it was really going. Anybody could have won this matchup. Each superstar Dean Ambrose and celebrity Jack Sparrow deserved to be in this matchup. They had one hell of a match. You have to wonder what is next. Who is Dean Ambrose's next opponent? What is next for Captain Jack Sparrow? Only time will tell. But folks, we've still got so much more exciting matchups in this show. Let's take you to our second match. Your eyes are not deceiving you. It is none other than Negasonic Teenage Warhead. She is looking ready for some action tonight. You have to wonder what is going through her mind right now. Maybe she has a lot to prove. Remember, she was originally in the Battle Royal to determine the first ever SVC Women's Championship. Obviously came up short in that matchup, so she has a lot to prove. She wants to prove that she can still go in the ring. She deserves to be in the ring, that she deserves to be number one contender. And here's a very formidable opponent for Negasonic Teenage Warhead, none other than Ruby Riott on her own tonight, because unfortunately Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan did not become a part of the SVC roster. Not at this moment, maybe down the line, only time will tell, but she is going solo tonight. Certainly some very similar characteristics to Negasonic. You have to wonder how these two will match up. How will this matchup play out? As these two stare at each other across the ring and the bell rings, you have to wonder what is going through their mind right now. Well, whatever it is, they're not letting it worry them as they're going straight on the attack after each other. Maybe that's the best move. maybe they see similarities between each other. If these two had to team up, they would be one hell of a force to be reckoned with. There's no denying that, absolutely for sure. He's very, very similar in characteristics. They realize that that's why they have to take the attack game on each other. They have to strike first and strike hard in order to get the other one down and out. Otherwise, they're not going to win this matchup. Negasonic after Ruby Riot, so far back and forth contest. Oh no, when Ruby Riot does that, that's the type of maneuver that Ruby Riot does herself. So I'm surprised that Ruby got baited in with that one. Similar movesets as well. That's something that you would notice very, very well if you pay very close attention towards this match. Now on her shoulders. Oh! I thought I was going for a snake eyes there, but instead smashing her head and neck first into that top turnbuckle to the top rope, but knees got up by Ruby Riot when Negasonic tried for that splash. And now Negasonic in with the strike game once again, but Ruby Riot just pushes her back in with the Hurricane Runner, taking Negasonic down in with the kick. Now making sure to keep striking her in with the German suplex, but this time holding in the cover, but now only a 1 count. Going to take a lot more than that to take Negasonic down. Negasonic picking Ruby Riot up with the SDO, trying to take the attack to her as best as possible. Now Negasonic looks to be fired up just a little bit, dragging her away from. Now going in for the cover, okay. But too much time there. If you're going for the cover, that was a bit too much time to take to get there. What a kick to the face of Ruby Riot. Negasonic now dragging Ruby. What is on Negasonic's mind? Oh, gonna smash Ruby's head into the turnbuckle. Can Ruby get out of it? No, she cannot. 10 counts. 10 smashes of the face to the turnbuckle. And that, nope, that just angered Ruby Riot. Leg sweep to Negasonic. Negasonic to her feet. Striking game from Ruby Riot. Oh, what a forearm smash, striking the back of the head now. Taking Negasonic down, neck crank to Negasonic. Negasonic could be in a precarious position. Ruby Riot looking to rip the head off of Negasonic's shoulders, but no! Striking back, getting out of it is Negasonic. Oh, and what a chop from Ruby. And then reverse SDO, or flatliner, whatever you like to call it. Jawbreaker there. Now kick to the gut. Looking for a power bomb. Oh, and sit down power bomb there from Negasonic. Nice maneuver. Nice big maneuver going to the top rope once again. Last time it backfired. Will it do the same? No, this time. Because this time she went for a senton. In with a pinfall combo as well. This is an awesome matchup. I love to see these two in the ring together. These two, again, as I mentioned so many times already, so many similarities with each other. Negasonic, oh, had the arm ringer on. Maybe looked to hit a big maneuver on Ruby Riot, but not to be. Riot kick connects. Riot connects. Kick connects out of nowhere. Riot dragging Negasonic to the middle of the ring. I thought she was going to go for the cover, but what's on her mind? Maybe she's thinking she has to do something else. No, now she's going for the cover. Certainly took a sweet time to get it, and that cost her. That definitely cost Ruby Riot right there. If Ruby Riot had not hesitated to go into the pinfall, she may have won that match. There was no guarantee to it, of course. However, you have to imagine that taking her time to do it certainly cost her. Certainly gave Negasonic enough time to gain her composure, to get herself back in it, to be able to just get the kick out. In with the clotheslines is Negasonic going. In with the corner is Ruby Riot. Negasonic walking, taking her time to Ruby, and that may have cost Negasonic. But no, in with the chop was reversed. Oh, and clothesline to the outside. Did Negasonic go? Ruby Riot following straight after her, not taking her time this time around. Picking Negasonic up. Got the arm ringer on. Got her locked behind her head. But Negasonic fighting back with those fists to the ribs. And now in with the kicks. Looking for a Big suplex on the outside. That is painful to watch. And I can only imagine the amount of pain that Ruby Riott got from that. And striking game on Ruby Riott. Oh, and Ruby Riott goes face first off of that LED turnbuckle, a ring post I should say rather. She could be in trouble. Negasonic getting into the ring, but wait, what? What's this? That's Shayna Baszler's theme song. What's Shayna Baszler doing? Well, where is she? I don't see Shayna Baszler. Unless, is this just a distraction? It's a distraction. It was a distraction. Ruby Riott hit the kick. Ruby Riott hit the kick on Negasonic. Superstars looking out for each other. But Negasonic, it looked like Ruby Riott didn't get the full effect of that kick and allowed Negasonic to still kick out. Maybe looking for a Riott kick. No, oh, I thought she had hit the Riott kick, but no, only hit the arm of Negasonic instead. Oh, and look, she caught Negasonic in, smashed Negasonic's face into that middle turnbuckle. Now Ruby Riott's taunting. She says she's got this. She is looking forward to this. She is hoping to win this matchup. But no, in with the jawbreaker goes Negasonic. Now Irish whipping Ruby Riott into the corner there. Double knees, but Ruby Riott striking the knee of Negasonic. And now looking to take Negasonic potentially, to the top turnbuckle. Have to imagine what's on her mind, but no, Negasonic kicking her way out of it. Running off the ropes. Spike Hurricane Runner DDT. Hurricane Runner DDT connects, spiking Ruby Riott head first straight into the mat. Now Negasonic thinking of a big maneuver. Oh, and what a kick. The Negasonic kick to Ruby Riott. And is she going for it? She's gone in for the cover, straight into the cover. Is this the end of the Riott? And yes, it is. Negasonic Teenage Warhead has just won this matchup. Albeit there was almost a distraction for Negasonic. Negasonic almost lost this matchup because of Shayna Baszler. You have to imagine that down the line, Negasonic is going to look to confront Shayna on that one. Shayna tried to cost Negasonic the matchup. However, it did not work, as you can see. Still your winner in the end, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. That is just going to show you how tough Negasonic really is. She is a true warhead in this game, in this SVC. And she absolutely deserves to be here. You have to imagine after that victory, she may deserve a future title opportunity against Hermione Granger. But for now, folks, she is just the winner. She may be looking to confront Shayna Baszler online. Only time will tell. But folks, we've still got one more matchup on this card, and it's a huge matchup because it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's not keep you waiting. Let's take you to it. And here comes the challenger, none other than Conor McGregor. And let's not forget, the only reason why he is the number one contender is because of the fact that a week after Seth Rollins actually won the inaugural SVC World Heavyweight Championship, Conor McGregor came out and attacked Seth Rollins from behind when Seth Rollins was about to actually give a victory speech, ultimately say how proud he is to be champion. And it was because of that attack that things escalated, and Seth Rollins said, hey, you know what, you want this championship? I'll let you fight for it at the first ever SVC pay-per-view, SVC in your house, and that is where we are tonight. And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Been holding that championship proudly ever since winning it. Been in some very high profile, very massive matches over the last few weeks. And he looks to retain his championship tonight and says, you know, hell, I'll be embarrassed if I actually lose this one. But if I do lose it, I am going to lose it proudly. As in, I will give my absolute all. I will give my heart out. And with those words, you have to wonder, how will this matchup play out? Will it be a physical game? Will it be a high-flying game? You have to wonder. But let's not keep it waiting any longer, folks. Let's take you to what is going to be a very awesome match. Once again, that's what it's all about. That's the beautiful championship, the most prestigious prize in SVC right now. These two are ready to go at it with each other once again, one last time. Conor McGregor in with the early advantage with the belly to belly on Seth Rollins. I don't think Seth Rollins was actually expecting that. In with the head smash. Looks like superstars and celebrities alike are really into the turnbuckle head smash tonight. This is the third match in a row that, and Superman punch early on already. Wow, from Conor McGregor, and in with those dangerous strikes. Wow, and Conor McGregor just taking his time and in with the cover. That goes to show you the mind games that he's willing to play in this one. Nice jab there, Irish whip into the corner. This has been all Conor McGregor so far, which has to make you wonder, is this going to be the entire match? But no, look at that, Seth Rollins just like that took one strike and a DDT. Is the crowd booing Seth Rollins right now? That's strange. I wouldn't expect that. Seth Rollins, one of the hardest superstars around. In with the neck breaker now. In with the cover. Now it's Seth Rollins' turn to maybe play some mind games. And not even a 1 count. Not even a 1 count. In with the clothesline goes Conor McGregor. I think Seth was maybe a bit shocked by the fact that Conor McGregor didn't even allow a 1 count there. And that allowed McGregor to get in a clothesline. But now McGregor took too much time of fighting back. Oh, but look at that. The veteran. Oh! Wow, that was a gory neck breaker. Gory special neck breaker. Now focusing on the arms, making sure that McGregor maybe can't do a Superman punch or use those arms at all. But I mentioned, holy smokes! McGregor's feet and legs are just as dangerous as his fists and arms. So you have to imagine that Seth has to be thinking about maybe not just targeting the arm a bit, but maybe the legs as well. That would be a good strategy in my opinion. Now Seth making his way to the top. What is on his mind? Frog splash, but no! Conor McGregor had that scouted. He had that scouted as he got his knees up. In with the jab. Oh, and look for a heel kick. Look for a kick. Look for a massive kick on Rollins. Rollins had ducked out of it. Look at these two having each other so well scouted. Clothesline. McGregor to the outside. Rollins running straight after him. Now Rollins looked for an elbow strike, but McGregor reversed it. Got the hair and head on Rollins, dragging Rollins to that barricade. Now striking game on Rollins against that barricade. Oh, and Rollins fell hard onto those brick steps. That's right, folks, we have brick steps in this one. Solid brick at that. So any maneuvers against it. Oh, I thought McGregor was going to smash Rollins' head into those brick steps, but decided against it. Did not want to do that much damage to Rollins, I guess. Now Rollins' smart move there, running into the ring. Even though Rollins does have the championship advantage in this one, Rollins does not have to win by pinfall or submission. He can win by countout as well. He can be counted out for that matter. He can be counted out. He can be disqualified and still retain his championship. Now Rollins does not want to win that way. Schoolboy super kick by Rollins to McGregor, and that could be the final blow for McGregor. But Rollins now taking his time, maybe thinking, does he want to end it with that super kick? Does he want to? Yes, he took too much time there, I think, though. Just like the previous matchup, only a 1 count this time. Rollins took too much time, wondering if that was a 3 count. But no. Oh, and nice clothesline. Nice corner clothesline to the back of Rollins. Now McGregor has a bit of an advantage. Oh, and kick connects. Kick connects from McGregor, but Rollins was just too close to the ropes. Had his left hand and arm under the bottom rope. Now McGregor not letting that phase him. Running up Superman punch. However, sling blade. After Rollins reversed that, swatted McGregor out of the air. Now to the top rope, maybe looking for another. No, going for something else. Phoenix Splash this time. Phoenix Splash connects in with the cover, but no, McGregor kicks out. McGregor kicked out of that Phoenix Splash. What a beautiful Phoenix Splash that was. Rollins looking for a Northern Light suplex perhaps, but McGregor hitting the back of Rollins and in with the jab. And now what's on his mind? No, decapitator connects. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta take the wind out of Rollins. You have to imagine in with the kick after the decapitator. In with the cover goes McGregor into the net, and it is. What a shocking victory. Albeit McGregor had a lot of the advantage early on in the matchup. Made sure that he had the early attack on Rollins. Maybe that is what helped get a lot of the momentum, ultimately get the victory in the end. But the fact that McGregor struck hard and fast straight from the get-go. Look at this. Rollins had taken way too much time to get into the pin after that super kick, and that ultimately allowed McGregor to kick out. McGregor back and forth. This was ultimately a back and forth contest, folks. This is an even matchup. It could have gone either way. Look at that. That massive maneuver, not even that Phoenix Splash, the beautifully, perfectly hit Phoenix Splash, not even that allowed a victory for Rollins. And at the end of the day, your winner and new SVC World Heavyweight Champion, Conor McGregor. Let's not forget, there is no automatic rematch clauses next. And next challenger for Conor McGregor is none other than Roman Reigns. How will that play out? Only time will tell. We'll see as the episodes come by, but that's all we have for you tonight, folks. Hope that you've enjoyed this SGC In Your House pay-per-view. If you have, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. Keep tight, keep well, keep fighting the big fight. I will see you next time.